So before the panel comes on and we have the passion and dynamism about where things we're thinking are going, I'd like to sort of bring up Pablo to the stage. Pablo looks after our product marketing from the analytics viewpoint, and he's going to give us a little short presentation, interview in terms of what's actually coming new out of the MediaMind stable right now. So a couple of seconds of video, and then we'll bring up Pablo. Thank you.
Actually, when I did find out how many calories are in certain Starbucks drinks, I think I started ordering smaller sizes and not that out. So yeah.
It hasn't swayed my computer behavior, but my consumer behavior. But the advertising about how animals are housed that are slaughtered, it's it really makes you stop and think of what I'm eating. It really does.
Units of alcohol is probably the statistic that changes life. I'd say that's the biggest one, definitely.
How many spiders average human swallows every year is meant to be aged? You know, how much jobs are paying or something like that. That's probably the most, the most significant statistic, I think.
Wanna know your name?
Thank you.
Hi everyone. Thanks for coming back to listen to me for a few minutes and then stick out for the panel and hopefully the drinks. So I just want to talk about a little bit about the great vision that Dean had and what Patrick was talking about, this future that we all envision and how in 2015 we're going to have these self-laced shoes that are going to adjust to your feet. It's awesome. But the reality is that we're in 2011 and some of that future is already here. Nike released those shoes actually. They promised by 2015 to be self-laced, but we're not there yet. So one of the things I want to talk about is tell you a little story of what's happening today with your clients and online marketing in general. So, and one struggle that we all have. The idea is, meet Brad. Brad is your classic online marketer. He works at an agency, and he has a big client that is a big retail company. And this big retail company, like we were hearing from McDonald's, they started to do something digital. They had a search campaign and standard ads. They decided to expand and do more. So they decided to reach media, more search campaigns, affiliate, email, social, all of these touch points that now they're doing. The problem is that now this company wants to know what's my ROI, how I'm performing those channels, what's going on. And Brad has a problem now. He needs to answer those questions. And he's facing with a couple of options today to do so. He knows, kind of knows how to figure out the search display environment. There are tools of theirs. We have ours to do so. But now he needs to add the other channels, the other things that this company is doing, social, in-stream, anything that is going online. So he feels shackled that he has a problem. He doesn't know how to solve it. And he goes about into each platform, pulls those reports individually, and create some assumptions to make sure that, I'm going to discount this, give a little love to the other one, and create the report. That's one option. The other option is to actually pull the raw data from these companies, clean it, match it, do statistical analysis, make it all work together, and then create a report. This is, as we know, time-consuming. It's problematic. We really don't know where we're going. So. And then there's the third option, which is engaging with one of these new third-party attribution management companies. And that for Brad is, it can provide a solution for the client that he's working on, but also has some more headaches. It's another part in the relationship. It's more work. It's, so he has a lot of problems. In the end, neither option is ideal for Brad. Option number one, like we're talking, is siloed information, myopic view of your campaign. In the end, you're not providing the recommendations that you need to your clients. The second one, it's a lot of work, time-consuming. You need to have a dedicated team, dedicated hardware. Getting that raw data is problematic, and it's huge file. So, and in the end, again, lots of room of errors to provide an analysis that makes sense. So Brad is sitting here and thinking, if only someone out there, I don't know who, could figure this problem for us, provide visual analytics and cross-channel reporting, that it's easily accessible for him, that he can just go in, look at how each channel is doing, provide the report for the client, all in a matter of a few clicks. Well, guess what? We did. Simple. So I'm proud to introduce the MediaMind Analytics platform. It's our new environment to analyze your campaign data. And the first and most important thing is now one platform for multiple channels. We're talking about conversions. We're talking about how offline and online are coming together. We're first trying to solve the online problem, bringing all the online channels together. So we introduced the channel concept into MediaMind. Right now, when you go to log in and you can use the tool, you had your traditional view of a campaign. You go from site to placement to ad. Or you can switch that view into channels. So now your channel becomes the way you're looking at data. And channels can be email, can be in-stream, can be video. You have control of those channels. And finally, your other view of creative. But not only that, what we're going to be doing also, it's going to just make it easy. We're going to provide you with a time view of it, so you can see performance over time. Or you can look at the aggregated view. It doesn't matter. It's your call. You decide, all from one click. And to summarize it and make it easy again, we'll have this summarized view of the most important KPIs that matter for you. So you can edit those KPIs that you see there. Right now we have impressions. What else? Average delivery rate, clicks, conversion rates. You can just pick the metrics that matter to you, have them there, right on top of you, and have benchmarks to it. So you know how you're doing against your campaign, previous campaign, whatever you need to. You can also see the context of that campaign. Where you hover over the data points, you're going to see more data, more information about it. And not only that, you can make comments on it. So you can make a note there that you can publish and export as well to say, you know, at this moment my conversions went up because also my TV campaign launched, or some other factors that came in. Change of creative, whatever it is you need to know, you can do it now. Interesting, right? How many people don't present data without context? And then you just don't know what's going on. That's why we believe that benchmarks and notes are important. The other option is you're going to be able to add multiple metrics into your report. So you're going to be reporting on impressions and clicks and comparing them, how you're doing, or dwell, or whatever new metric we come up with to trying to solve the GRP problem. Customize the report. So you have the metrics you want. You know how they're performing. Now you need to move on and send this report to your client. You want to customize it, change your colors, use your colors, their colors, make it your own. And in there, you can select the benchmarks that you're going to be using that I was describing before. So it's pretty straightforward. And in the end, once you've created your report, you have your colors, you have your logo, we're going to allow you to export it in many ways. One of them is you can export the graphs just alone. So if you don't really care about the data, you just export the graphs. If you just want the summarize of the KPIs, just export the KPIs. Or if you want the full table view, and you need to put that in the appendix, you can do that as well. And in terms of the formats to export, you can export as a CSV for the data, or Excel. The graphic, it's going to be a PNG, so it's easy to import into your presentations. And the background color will be nice and all of that. So now we have Brad happy. Now he has time again to think, what's next? What's next for his client? Now he's going to be able to service it better. Now he has insights into what he's doing. He also has time to push us, MediaMind, to develop more tools to help him solve those clients. So the next step for us would be how to bring offline, how to bring that data in, how do we make a beautiful report of that. And in the end, think of questions for the panel that we're going to have now. It's an important step for Brad. We're hoping that Brad has challenging questions for the panel, and I hope that from all of you as well. So thank you so much for listening for a few minutes for this product release. I'm happy. It's my first product. I'm excited. It's like a first baby. So I'm just going to pass it on to Amit, who's going to lead the panel. And thank you for having us.
Great. Thank you, Carl. Awesome. Thank you, Pablo. So good. So we're going to just call up the panel now. While we get set up for the panel and get the chairs back on stage, I'm going to run a short video here about where things smart TV, what this whole thing really actually means in terms of where it's going.
Wanna know your name.
So,
With Smart TV, you'll turn on a new experience you won't want to turn off. Combine your favorite entertainment from television and the internet into an easy-to-use experience. How does it work? Let's say you're watching a show, but you want to channel surf. Instead of scrolling through a list of programs, you bring up the channel wheel with live programming, quickly showing you what's playing on each channel. Find the TV show that interests you and click. You're watching that program. Sometimes you're watching a TV show that features cool products, and you're curious to know more. Smart TV can enable shopping information at the bottom of the screen that will link you to more details, tell you where to buy it, and maybe even include a special offer. It gets even better. If you're passionate about your favorite shows, some TV broadcasters will provide TV extras, or suggest other shows you may like. For instance, if you're watching The Big Bang Theory, your smart TV knows this is something you like, and will make recommendations based upon your viewing preferences. You can tell your smart TV to save the show for later and add it to your playlist. Now, what about online entertainment? There's an amazing amount of content available online, and, with your smart TV, you can access it with your television remote. Using the video wall, or the media wall, you can quickly browse through all your entertainment and information options and find exactly what you're looking for quickly and easily. Still want more? You can use voice searching to quickly find what you want. When you pull up a search bar and say NCIS, your smart TV will use voice recognition technology to filter television shows and internet content for any media related to NCIS. With Smart TV, watching television now becomes interactive. You can discuss your favorite shows live. If you don't know what you want to watch on TV, reach out to friends or online communities to see what they're watching. And this can happen anywhere in the world. With video conferencing, you can watch a show together with a friend or someone you just met in real time. Don't forget photos and video downloads. You can share content you own with your friends. It's simple. Roll through your video wheel, select your downloaded videos or photos, and send them to a friend. It's sent immediately, and you can review it together at the same time. Welcome to the future of TV. Smart TV is the most comprehensive entertainment experience in your living room. With television, movies, photos, home videos, the internet, and social networking, all within the touch of your remote, you can watch TV on your own, get a suggestion of shows you like, or share what you're watching with your online community. Your TV just got a whole lot smarter.
That's great. So we'll introduce the panel now, coming over. So thank you very much. Amit is going to be leading the panel today, which is... And I'll let them all introduce themselves once they're up on stage. Thanks, guys. Let's welcome the panel, guys.
How come we don't get that cool rave music? Wanna know your name? I'm the only one? All right. I'm the only one.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm very excited to introduce this distinguished panel today. The title of Digital Dialogue, Fast Forward Towards the Smart TV. My name is Amit Rav, and I'm a head of marketing for MediaMind and head of marketing for DG. So it's a very interesting thing to be doing nowadays. As I'm sure all of you have heard, DG recently acquired MediaMind as well as iWonder. And together, we are in the business of taking your ideas and your concept from the safety of the design room, the planning session, taking it out to the harsh and complicated realities of the outside world, and make sure that they make it out there to the consumer and your audience mind throughout multiple publishers, multiple TV destinations, and so on and so forth. And we're doing that for the first time in a unique situation, doing that across TV and online. Many of you know us from the online world, whether it's MediaMind, iWonder, Unicast. Combined together, we are now the #1 partner in the world for delivering branding messages electronically online. DG, I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with. They are delivering or helping deliver the vast majority of ads in this country, embedded into it in each and every TV station, servicing 96 of the top 100 advertisers in the country. And it's very interesting to see how online can meet TV, and therefore you can understand our vested interest to get this dialogue going with the industry about the future of TV and online convergence. Now, convergence can mean different things to different audiences. For the consumers, we saw great examples today. You can watch your game on a phone, on a train, come home and switch to a high-definition experience. You can create a social engagement over TV, or you can actually cut the cord, we saw many people are doing. And looking at some of the stats for that, by the way. In second quarter of this year, Comcast lost 238,000 subscribers. Time Warner lost 130,000 subscribers. Dish Network lost 135,000 subscribers. DirecTV grew, but its growth dropped by 75% compared to the last year. And US homes with traditional TVs dropped for the first time in history, according to Nielsen. So is the TV industry in trouble? Well, what is going on here? I think the interesting and ironic thing, if I pick up the Wall Street Journal for this morning, writing a big article exactly on this issue, and they're pointing out that despite all these trends, TV ads are up. They will comprise 34.4% of US ad spend, up from 33.8%, and the cost per advertising is going up. So what is going on here? In order to try to address this riddle, we have a very, very smart and distinguished panel here. I think you know most of these people, probably all of them, maybe not always talking about TV, but times are changing. So I'd like to take a round of introduction. And Matt, can you start and introduce yourself to the audience?
I'm Matt Cooper, creative director and founder of NeoGanda, which is a digital advertising boutique in Los Angeles. We make ad campaigns, like specifically banners, primarily for the movies.
I'm Claudio Marcus. I'm with Visible World, and we're the leader in addressable TV advertising and dynamic video customization.
I'm Dave Smith, CEO and founder of MediaSmith. We're the largest independent digital media agency in the country.
Ken Speakman with Engagia. I'm from Calgary, Canada, and we work on digital strategy and building communities for brands. And
John Durham from Callis in San Francisco, strategy firm.
Thank you, folks. And I'd like to start just to warm up with a very quick session of yes, no answer. Okay, remember the rule, only yes or no. And maybe I'll start with you, John. And the question, will there be such a thing 5 years from now as a TV buyer as opposed to an online buyer? Yes or no?
No.
Question to you, Matt. If we make TV advertising more interactive, are we going to see less people skipping ads? Yes or no?
No. This is like the dating game, by the way, and I love it.
But we are not dating, no matter what happens.
Well, okay. We're in San Francisco, but whatever.
Claudio, interactive TV ads become substantial at any time. A lot of social feedback.
Yes.
John, are we going to have a metric common to TV and online? Yes or no?
No.
David, are people going to start buying TV ads at scale through DSP networks anytime? Yes or no?
Yes.
Great. Okay. So, thanks for the dating exercise. I'd like to start really with, we saw all this amazing futuristic video, but I just want to really understand what are the consumers really doing out there. Maybe I'll start with you, Ken. If you talk about, let's say, the Gen Y, what is really the experience that they're doing? We're talking about conversion. What is conversion for consumers today?
In an online setting, or?
In online and TV combined.
Well, I think as the online experience and television get closer and closer together, people are going to be able to share more and integrate the stories from their favorite shows with the brands, and then share them socially. And I think that's going to be happening more and more and more in the future. People are already interacting using their tablets and iPhones, talking about things on Twitter, sharing on Facebook quite a bit now. So it's only going to increase as technology catches up with the television sets themselves.
Claudio, we saw Dean throwing out Apple TVs here. You're coming, I would say, representing the traditional TV industry today. Is over-the-top devices like that going to dominate, or is it going to be always up to those TV operators?
I don't think we'll see over-the-top dominate anytime soon. It's far too complex for the average consumer. We in the room are pretty distant from we as consumers all over the country, and all too many consumers are fairly happy with the simplicity of TV today. They may have negative feelings towards ads and other things like that, but in general, they're spending 5 hours a day watching TV. That's not necessarily because they hate the time doing it.
But is that really, I mean, it reminds me very much 10 years ago, we would hear the mobile operators saying, we will dominate content. And then one company came,
I think the difference
Apple,
is,
and basically changed that around.
Yeah, except that the difference is TV is very entrenched. It's been around for quite a while, and it is entrenched in terms of total time spent. So, for example, earlier on there were statistics of how many people multitask, but when you actually look at total time spent multitasking versus just time spent watching TV, TV dominates. And so there are some good studies that have been behavioral studies where they actually follow people around. And so you have to be careful when you ask people, how often do you do something versus actually watching them do it. And I think a lot of the bias today is towards the new in terms of the press. But over the top's very small. If for anybody that's really interested in the numbers, there's an analyst that tracks this very detailed, and that's Craig Moffett from Bernstein Research. And he will shed a lot of light into the fact that TV is still hugely dominant, and it's the reason why major consumer brands are still spending the bulk of their money there.
OTT is a bridge, is all it is. Anything that's in a box today is going to be in a chip within a few years. When it's in a chip, and it's totally transparent, and it comes in your new Samsung TV that you buy, then there's going to be massive adoption. Until that happens, people are confused. I'm confused. I got boxes that don't plug in at home. I like to buy them and imagine what I could do with them, and some of them are plugged in, but I got to get my son to plug in most of them.
I think the question is, I think television is not the word. I think it's video. I think two things. I think it's all about video, and I think it's about size matters. If it's a 60-inch video, if it's a little phone video, if it's a tablet, it's video, and its size matters. Neil Monin's out there in 1996 with his company WebReps talked about the experiences. I'll never forget this. Were totally different. He said it's just video, and you were way ahead of the game. We talk about it as TV. It's video. Where are you watching video? Are you watching it in the airport? You're watching it in a bar? It's video and size. Size matters.
What about the social experiences? Is it still something that just for the early adopters, the crazy adopters that will just socialize on anything, or really stand to chance the experience of consuming video?
I think social has been around. Think about, to me, the ultimate social experience for television and video is the Super Bowl. Think about the hype that's built up. And the next morning watching a new season or watching over. I think everything that's going on this week in network television, it's interesting this morning in our office, people were talking about a couple of the shows last night. That's social. Again, I think social has been going on. Now it has a better sense of quantification. And we're able to see it in a different way. But it's been happening for a long time.
TV has a metric that no other medium is able to have. It's called viewers per viewing household. Right? We're used to having multiple people. And in the future, you take social and you combine that with that concept. And people, they're doing it right now through check-ins. Some of the check-in apps are starting to be able to do that and communicate back and forth. And that's just going to explode.
I think TV's always been social. I agree with that. And in fact, it's interesting when you look at the amount of time that people spend with time-shifted content is not nearly as much as you thought it would be. And there has to be an explanation.